10 years have flown by since the passing of Nicolai Levashov, a great Russian scientist and genius who, as is often the case, was not understood and not accepted by many people. And 11.5 years have passed since the death of his charming, courageous, and steadfast wife, Svetlana. They died fighting for the truth, protecting people from the universal deception and violence of the destructive powers that are affecting the planet Earth. There are no words to describe the sorrow of losing these life-loving people. So today, in the name of Svetlana and Nicolai Levashov, in the name of mankind, we will show you what has been developed since their departure, developed by remarkable people and for all the people of the earth. Nearly everyone has experienced in their lives how difficult it is to explain something new to people, and how impossible it is to prove anything in spite of obvious facts. People reject anything that doesn't fit into their current level of understanding. This is so because man can only understand and accept what is conceivable to him, and the incomprehensible is completely rejected by his consciousness as false. Bearing this in mind, the choice was made in the direction of taking concrete action, rather than the mere waste of time on senseless internet arguments. And so, in January 2012, publications began to appear on LiveJournal, carrying the information necessary to understand what had happened and what was happening. Weekly publications began to appear on newly created pages in various Russian social media. Wide outreach through many internet resources made this information available in text, audio, and video formats to those who had been searching for this kind of information for years, and sometimes even for their entire lifetime. And when those people found this information, they resonated with it, looked for continuation, asked questions, and hurried to bring it to their family, friends, and colleagues. They understood that keeping silent, let alone hiding the true information about Svetlana technologies, is a crime against humanity. People need to know that they have a chance to get healthy and continue their evolutionary development. People need to know that they have a choice. Over time, the information in various formats accumulated, and there was a need to create a single site for their publication, which was carried out. Soon, Feodor Shkrudnev's new website was developed, and on that site, in sequence, during a period of several years, 5 volumes of his own book were published, which became a continuation of the unfinished 3rd volume of the work, The Mirror of My Soul, by Nicolai Levashov. The first chapter of the first volume of Feodor Shkrudnev's book was published on his website in May 2016. These books offer the reader a glimpse of the surrounding reality without the restrictive blinders and idiosyncratic rose-colored glasses, and reveal step by step the heretofore carefully concealed information about how humanity was formed, what is happening to it now and why, and what the future holds, without any esotericism, mysticism, shamanism, or astrology. Volume 1 is titled Unveiling the Secret, subtitle Intervention, How It Happened. Its first chapter is titled The Planetary Secrecy Level, or Disclosure Operation. In this very first chapter, the author explains where and how this information was obtained, as well as by whom, why, and for how long this information was concealed from people. He details the parasitic way of life of the Eber civilization, their planned attack on our planetary system, and the simulated development of human civilization to cover all this up. The reader is offered never before published information about the alien intervention, the true nature of the moon and sun, UFOs, the Earth control complexes, the Earth's planetary complex, and much more, about which even the most intuitive science fiction writers have not dared to speak. Which is not surprising, because prior to the year 2012, obtaining such information was unthinkable. It was at the level of planetary secrecy, and even the slightest attempt to shed light on the sacred mystery of the causes of the formation of the world was firmly suppressed by defamation, vilification, and often even physical elimination. Science and progress have always been moved along by geniuses, and science has always recognized this only afterwards when the facts become irrefutable. It is very difficult for a modern person, brought up like a hothouse flower in the strictly verified and limited information system of today's scientific criteria, to change in himself the so-called generally accepted point of view instilled from his childhood, and instead of it, independently study, understand, and accept the new system of knowledge set forth in the works of Feodor Shkrudnev and other authors. This requires the actual desire to learn new things, the possession of patience, and the ability to awaken in yourself the will to continue on the path of knowledge even when everyone around you is honking loudly, flashing their lights, and driving in the opposite direction. However, it is not you, it is them who have lost their way, and it's not them but you who will have to scrupulously build new neural connections and relearn how to think, reason, and comprehend. Let's face it is easy to swim down the stream of a lie without any effort, but it takes a lot of effort and patience to develop your own opinion. As you get acquainted with the materials of Feodor Shkrudnev's books, you, the reader, will inevitably find yourself in uncomfortable states, seeing that the falsity of the worldview imposed by modern civilization has collided head-on with the new knowledge, and inevitably you will be faced with a choice of paths. The first way is to refuse any reasoning about the foundation and nature of society, about new knowledge and cognition, and to merge with the crowd, hungry for food and entertainment, surrendering to the will of nature. You are out of sync with eventful time. The second way is to delve into the essence of what is happening, into the causes of our present troubles, and to build by yourself and for yourself, founded on your own cognition, a modern system based on the new knowledge outlined in these works. This system is the essence of our transformation from the category of people into the category of human beings.